Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to do my 37-week update. I'm actually 37 and a half weeks right now, so I didn't finish out the week, but I don't know if I will be pregnant by the end of the week, so I just wanted to update now so that I could, keep everyone in the loop and go from there. So I had my 37-week appointment. If you watched my 36-week video, you know that I was already 3 centimeters dilated, 80% effaced and thin. And at my 37-week appointment, I was kind of the same. I was 3 to 4 centimeters, 80% effaced, very thin. But this time she could feel the baby's head very, very low. And she said my water was bulging and that we were just getting closer. So she actually at this appointment had me do a non-stress test. She said the baby looked great. I was having some contractions that I thought were Braxton Hicks, and she basically told me, no, those are real contractions. They're just not strong enough for me to not be able to breathe through them or anything like that, and they're not consistent. So looked great on the stress test, and the doctor had told me that, again, she half mentioned induction at 39 weeks and then said, I don't think you'll make it to 39 weeks. She's like, I don't even know if I'll see you next week. So same kind of thing that the doctor told me last week, that they just don't think I'll make it very far, but they just don't know. So symptom-wise, I look like a bum today because I feel like a bum. She is very low, and I finally understand the waddle. People had been asking me, am I waddling? And I was like, no, I'm not. I never waddle with my twins. I didn't understand it, but now that her head is so low and I can feel her in my pelvis, I totally understand the waddle. It's very awkward to walk. It's very uncomfortable to walk because you can just feel her like so low. It's like the weirdest feeling to have, like, feel a baby like down there. It's so strange. So I totally understand the waddle now. I would say waddling a little bit. I'm not really walking a lot. I stay home with my kids. I ran some errands yesterday. Today I'm not running any errands or doing anything pretty much till she comes at this point. I was 152 pounds. I think last week I was 150. So I've gained 27 pounds this pregnancy, which is totally fine. The contractions are picking up, but they're not consistent. Nighttime is the worst. So like last night, my son was up, but I could not sleep. I kept feeling her in my pelvis enough that it made me jump, and some cramping, some contractions, but then nothing consistent. And then this morning, it was enough to keep me awake, which the doctor said means it's not Braxton Hicks if it's keeping you up. Braxton Hicks don't keep you up. But it wasn't enough or consistent enough to call them and go in. And then this morning, I'm getting them, but nothing like that I can't breathe through. I am nervous about my water breaking. My water broke with my twins. I was home. Again, I'm not going anywhere, but I definitely have between my sheet and my mattress protector like a waterproof pad. And I'm sitting on a towel on the couch because we just got a brand new couch and I just don't want to ruin it. I don't want to ruin it, especially if she says the water is bulging. I just don't want that to happen and me to ruin the brand new couch. So that's kind of where I'm at. I don't really want to get up. I just want to lay around. I have toddlers, which makes it hard. They're being really good. I'm super duper uncomfortable. Whenever she moves, I can feel it like jabbing me in my pelvis, and then she goes on and off of a nerve. So then I get left hip pain, and it's just, she's so low that it's just so uncomfortable. And at this point, I just want it to happen. My son is struggling. My kids sleep through the night, but my son has been struggling the last couple days. And I know a lot of people go into labor in the middle of the night. I'm kind of hoping I don't go into labor in the middle of the night because I don't know how he'd do waking up to having his auntie here instead of daddy, who he has been screaming for. I would much rather go into labor during the day. He's a child that needs to know what's happening. And I think it'd be better to be able to tell him, Grammy's coming, this is what we're doing, blah, blah, blah. But I know it's nothing I can control. I am not doing anything to put myself in labor right now. I don't know. I'm not doing anything specific to try to put myself in labor. There's a part of me that wanted to make it to May because that was her due date. And honestly, at this point, I would love if I went into labor while I was doing this video, because I'm very uncomfortable. I just am ready. You know, I was kind of to the point where I'm ready now. And so that's kind of where I'm at. I think my biggest issue is just on and off contractions, not knowing exactly what's going to happen. I'm so anxious with like, okay, are these going to progress to anything? Like, I'm waiting, you know. The doctor had said, though, while I'm filming this, it is Thursday. So the doctor had said that if I feel any different today or tomorrow, they usually go off of dilation. So she said if I would come in and was 3 centimeters still, they would send me home. If I would come in and I was 5, that's progression. They would admit me. So she said if I have increased contractions with their timing or the pain level, if I have even a little bit of blood when I wipe, which I don't, I'm just getting a lot of mucus. So I'm assuming like a lot more discharge. So I'm assuming something's happening. Any blood or just feel weird, I can come in. And the nice thing is if I go in today or tomorrow, I would go to the OB office and they would check me. And if I was more dilated, they would allow me to come home, get my husband, get our car and go back. Where over the weekend, if I need to be checked, I would go to the hospital and they wouldn't let me leave. So the other thing I'm trying to avoid is having family come and put the plan in motion of who's going to watch our kids, only to turn around and be like, sorry guys, we got sent home. So I'm trying to avoid that. And I know there's not much I can do, but I really am trying to avoid getting sent home. But I also know that if I were to like go in now where I have contractions, but they're not necessarily strong enough that I can't talk through them, I'm afraid that they'll induce a little, like give me Pitocin, which is fine. I don't know. Part of me just wants to go into labor on my own, but part of me is tired of waiting. So I have no idea, but I know that they won't do anything if I'm still a 3-4. They want me to probably at least be a 5 to show some progression. And where I can feel her head, I am shocked. I'd be shocked if I wasn't dilating more, but I just don't know. This is uncharted territory. This is new mom territory because my twins were so early. It was an entirely different experience. So I just don't know. So there's not much sleeping going on here. I can't get comfortable. And then it's really bad at night, which I've heard is common because you're relaxed and baby's really active. So my contractions are really bad at night. Everything, her movement's really jabbing at night. I basically spent the night last night wondering if this was going to progress to the real thing. So here I am waiting around. My biggest symptom now is she's super low. I can feel her super low when I walk. I feel like I have to pee all the time and I'm not peeing a ton. So I know she's kind of like squishing my bladder. She goes on and off nerves. Very uncomfortable. Ready. I'm ready for whenever, but I'm also nervous. Is this the real thing? Is it not the real thing? Should I call? Should I not call? So I don't know. I'm kind of sitting in that. I don't think I really have any other symptoms to report because that's all my body and brain can focus on is the fact that I'm really uncomfortable. So yeah. So I got groceries for fast meals. I've just been trying to continue making sure things are done, laundry and everything. Make sure that the kids are packed so when they have to go, and we'll just see. So my husband got through the appointment he wanted to get through. I got through getting my hair trimmed. Priorities. And the only thing we really have left is not much. There's nothing we really have to do from here on out. And like I said, I go back and forth. Do I want her to wait till May, which is Saturday? It's only 2 days away. But I wouldn't be disappointed if she came tomorrow. I guess I would be a little disappointed if it was like 11 o'clock on Friday night and we just missed May. But honestly, if she came tonight, so be it. I'd be happy. You know, we're at full term now. She's probably going to be a 7-pound baby by their estimate. And I'm just ready. So we will see what happens. And I will see if I'm back here next week for a 38-week update. I wouldn't expect it. Be sure to subscribe to follow our progress. Probably more likely what you'll see is any footage I can get from the birth. I haven't decided if I'm going to do a lot of birth footage and then our update when we have her. So if I am pregnant next week, you will see my 38-week update. And if I'm not, subscribe for all of our newborn videos. And I hope everyone is having a great day. And I will leave you with this bum of a bump in this oversized sweatshirt of my husband's.